Dyslexic Genius here. I'm going to talk about our dowel pins and split pins, mostly the dowel pins that they use on phonographs.
What's the difference?
This is a split pin right here, and this has the little line that runs through it. So if you're going to insert one like this shaft, you want to look at these and make sure that you have a big opening here. You can see the opening right here. So when you put it in, it tightens up. On a dowel pin, like the steel one, Victors have these, but they're much larger, and they hold castings together for alignment.
And so this one's solid, and
This one's solid, and this is case hardened. And this one is hardened, but not case hardened. And this one, when you put it into the hole, like the spindle shaft here in the previous video, you'll see that, oh yeah, it just closes up. It works very well. And they use these dowel pins, and like on a Victor, early Victors, you'll see that we have a dowel pin here and here, and then this casting fits on, and there back in here is the dowel pin.
I thought that was a rivet.
No, that's a dowel pin, and then they screw it together here. On an Amberola A1, you have the piece casting that comes up that holds a reproducer, and then you have the dowel pins here, which holds this casting that comes up like that. And these are just things you need to look at if you're missing one. You know, on some of these, like an A1 or the Victor, you might have to have someone machine it, or if you have a lathe, you can make your own. And I just want to point that out, and that's my tip for the day.
Question, why can't you use a split pin in place of a dowel pin?
Problem with this is the dowel pin and the castings that come together like this Victor, it's a very tight fit. So when you wiggle it down and you put it together, it has a very tight fit. Even on Sonoras have those.
Why can't you, can you use one in place of the other?
No. If it has a dowel pin, a solid one, you have to use a solid one. Split pins you can use on the spindle shafts. But even Sonoras have those. So when you take these apart like this, you have to be very careful. You'll take the screw out, and this is for demo purposes only. You will stick a small screwdriver in this slot like the Victor, and you'll just kind of gently pry it up, and you'll work around, and then wiggle it, and it'll pop apart. On a 1A like this, with a dowel pin sticking up, once I've disassembled everything, sometimes these don't want to come apart. So I have to come in underneath and hit the casting with a brass punch, and we'll just kind of pop that out.
Okay, so in other words, don't use a dowel pin where you need a split pin. Don't use a split pin where you need a dowel pin.
Man, you are so smart, and that's my tip for the day.